Hello and welcome to another edition of Second Topic. I'm Miss Tiger Minaj here with VWE production member, the Big Shot, Benja Nirvana at Phoenix Pass Virtual Wrestling Entertainment here at Metropolis. Good evening and thanks for joining us, Big Shot.
Oh, it's absolutely my pleasure.
So, give us a brief intro about how the virtual wrestling entertainment came about here at the Phoenix Pass Sim.
Well, what has happened was VWE is going on about 6 years in October. What happened was many SecondLife Pro Wrestling companies came to merge together to form the VWE. We've been running, like I said, almost 6 years strong. And how it came to pass is that we've had the support of each and every wrestler that we do have here, along with the fans.
How many wrestlers do you have here, approximately?
Oh, I would say in the 30s or so would be a rough guesstimate, but we do
Wow.
keep growing here and there. We also have, not only do we have wrestlers, but we also have the commentators, the referees, and everybody that can obviously pitch in a hand.
So, are you still currently looking for wrestlers, and what kind of training or whatnot would a person have to endure if they wanted to be on the big main event?
Well, what would happen, first of all, what would happen is they would have to go through an application process. They would click on the application box that we do have outside of here, and so fill out the application and submit it to where the board members of the VWE would look it over and decide that to go through an interview process as well, asking them a bunch of questions about what shows they can make, what can they offer, are they willing to go through the training and everything like that. And then once they get hired on, we put them with a trainer. Our head trainer, Derek Colt, is one of the best trainers in the Second Life pro wrestling community and is well respected and well tenured. And what would happen from there is that we would put them with a trainer, possibly Derek Colt, as mentioned, and they would go through a training process. And then what would happen from there is they would start out on our shows and be able to prove that they would be able to stick with it. If they're able to stick with it and show that they have commitment, then what would happen is they would be moving up the ranks and possibly onto title matches, into big feuds, big storylines. And then once they go from there, then they would obviously be moving into the big main event pictures.
Wow, what an intricate, complex system that you have worked out there, which would explain why 6 years strong. And so I know that tonight you have a big main event, but when weekly are your events for the people, wrestling fans, or people who may become a wrestling fan if they would want to come and watch an event?
VWE absolutely has two shows that we are running right now, and that is VWE Primetime, Wednesdays at 5 p.m. SLT. And we also present tonight, which is a show running tonight, which is VWE Edge, which is presented at 6 p.m. SLT right here at the Phoenix Pass Sim. So bring anybody that you would like to see some great wrestling action.
Right, tonight being Friday. Friday nights is 6 SLT for the big Friday night main event. So, I know the wrestlers are busy now getting ready for the event tonight, but maybe you could run through a little bit of the history of some of the wrestlers, like maybe some of the championship titles and things of that nature.
Well, right now our world heavyweight champion is a man that goes by the name of Jackson Dune. Jackson Dune has been a person that has been with us for years and has stuck through the good times and the bad with VWE, has always tried to contribute and help any way he could, and mostly, like was mentioned before, worked his way up the ranks. We also have what's called a VWE International title, which is the title belt below the world title, which is held by a man who performs exceedingly well in this ring, by the man who goes by the moniker the Italian Dragon, Alexius Gant. He does hail from Italy, but he obviously makes time for us and is obviously really great in this ring and puts on spectacular matches. On the women's side, we have the Women's World Heavyweight Championship, which is to be called the VWE Women's Championship, which is held by a woman by the name of Isabel, whose character is kind of loony, to put it in a nice way. But she obviously does great promos in this ring, does great matches as well, puts on 5-star matches whenever she comes, and is quite the powerhouse and to be feared. We also have the VWE Women's International belt, which is in our main event tonight, and that's held by Ronnie Patel, who recently gained that title, and because she's shown that she's able to be committed to VWE and is able to wrestle well and obviously fight through the matches. So those are really our title belts, but there are a few great names around here, such as Kurt Bombastic, or like I said, Jackson Dune. There's Derek Colt. There's Rainbow Falcon, who wrestles but also commentates as well. And his line is, "Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking," going by Captain Rainbow Falcon. And there are many others like Maxwell Ryan, who is a very, very good wrestler, in my opinion. There's women's wrestlers such as Maxine. There's Alexa. There's, in the back, there's Carmen. There's Maria, and many others as well.
So
and
a wide variety of personalities.
Oh, absolutely.
I know I'm absolutely psyched. I'm definitely going to stay for the main event tonight. And and one of the most exciting things and feelings about being here is definitely the building and the atmosphere, the realism of the stadium itself. Could you tell me a little about that?
Metropolis Square Garden, yes, we can. So obviously, we wanted to mold it after a famous building where a ton of wrestling matches were put on. And one building that really came to mind was Madison Square Garden in New York City. So mostly what we did was we like to remodel it, sort of kind of get a feel of Madison Square Garden where like big wrestling matches would happen. So we want to get that big wrestling match feel. What we have around here, we have snack machines and obviously the turnstiles when you come in, just like you're coming into a wrestling event. And we also have a merchandise table where a ton of merchandise can be sold of your favorite wrestlers that you'd want to see here tonight.
Wow, that's great.
And for others to come.
I also took a tour, and there was a nice memorial wall with a lot of names. So what's going on with the memorial wall?
Every wrestler personality that has come through here has helped build us to where we are today. And we want to give homage to some of those. One person that really helped carry the VWE today, to where it is today, is a person by the name of Austin Knight. Austin Knight put their time and energy into this and always tried to make sure that the shows ran smoothly, along with a woman named Tyra Serevi as well, who really helped try to bring us all together under one banner and really, obviously got the soldiers going, that's going out there and putting on a show with a high morale. And those are just two names that are on the wall that we really are appreciative towards. But to that mural wall are the people who have put in their time and energy into this place, and we always wanted to give thanks to them.
Well, we certainly appreciate your time, and thank you so much for having us. And we definitely want to wish you viewers to join us on the next edition of Second Topic and get on out here to the Metropolis, and let's see some wrestling.
Thank you very much for having me, and you guys are welcome back anytime, and please enjoy the show.
Thank you.